Okay, so let us start with this client server architecture. So before I talk about this client server architecture, right, I want to ask you first, in your words, what is client? Guys, whatever you get it in your mind, put it, except Butulu, except, don't call me, except all things you can just put it. What is client? Be frank. So what is client? What do you think about client? Client meaning customer? Mm-hmm. Okay. User, buyer, who gives us business. Uh-huh. End user, browser, device. Fantastic. So what you said is mostly correct, right? But in interview, guys, in interview, I told you that I'll be teaching you interview questions also, right? I'll helping you how to crack the interview and all. But whenever Anjan, very good. So whenever an interview asks you, hey, what is client? Then is it good that you say user, browser, eh? And you call it as those who give business? Is that good to say that? No. So what we're going to do is, in simple way, I would say that, okay, let us take a real-time examples. Guys, I always take real-time examples, okay? So in our real-time example, can I take browser? Let's say everyone open the laptop and they open the browser and start Googling it, right? Everyone use browser. So can I say that browser is a client? Forget about the customer. I'm not talking about the customer from business point of view. No. So that is not our our stream. Right? So customer meaning those who give business, those who give money, etc. And we are not talking about that. Here we are talking about something related to the IT infrastructure. So can we say that browser is a client? Everyone? Everyone, I need responses, Chiti. Can I say browser is a client? Yes. So here, yes. So this is browser. This is browser. So in browser, what you do, you type google.com. I type google.com. So guys, here you confirm that browser is one of the clients. If you ask me what is client, I will say in very simple word. As you know that we use the KISS principle, keep it simple. So can I say that which request a resource? Can we say that which request a resource? That's everyone. Everyone write down in the chat. What is client? Can we say that client meaning which request a resource? Here we already confirmed that browser is a client. And browser, what is doing? Browser is requesting a resource. What the browser is requesting here? It is requesting google.com. It is requesting google.com. Everyone should write down. Guys, everyone should tell. Everyone put it in chat. What is client? Right? Client meaning which requests a resource. Okay, here we took an browser is a client and then we open google.com. So guys, whenever you open the browser and you hit google.com, there should be some other guy on the other end who should be responding to you, na? Chiti, or who should be responding to you, na? Who is that bloody guy? Who is that? Who is the guy who is responding on the other side? If you take a phone, if you take your mobile and if you say hello, and there should be another guy on the other side, he should say also hello. And here also browser is asking a request, a resource, that google.com. There should be some other guy on the other end who should be responding to that particular resource. And what you said is perfectly right. And that is called server. Chiti, you're saying it, see? So now we know that server meaning a dabba. But if someone asks you what is server, what do you answer? If someone asks you what is server, dabba, you'll say no. So we will say yes, which respond to that particular request. which respond to that resource. So guys, here resource meaning what is the resource that he's asking for? Google.com. If the client is asking for the Google.com, the server will provide Yahoo.com. Bolo? No, na. Guys, no, na. The server will not the server will not give you Yahoo.com. So whatever the client, the browser is requesting for, the server will respond to that particular resource only. Not yet, Manohar. So guys, if you get any links, please do not click, as I said before, as I did yesterday. So groups and all, we'll take care of it. But first, let's concentrate on technical. Okay. So now you understand what is client. So if I ask you what is client, what do you say, everyone? What guys? Which request a resource? What is client? Which request a resource? What is client? Which request a resource? And what is server? Which respond to that particular resource. Which respond to that particular resource. So here, the client will request, and what the server do? Server will respond to that particular request. Understood, guys? CC, getting it? So even in simpler way, I'll say that what is client meaning, guys? With whoever it is asking, that is called client, and whoever it is giving is the server. Client is asking, and server will always give. Right? So guys, if this client and server want to talk to each other, do you all agree that they both should be inside the network? Chiti? Yes? Yes. They both should be inside the network. So in network, we have so many different kind of components. Chiti, can you tell me what are the different type of things that you see in network? Can you list down? Can you tell me a few things? In network, what do you see? In network, what do you know? Few components. Go ahead. Go ahead. LAN, hub, switches, routers. Go ahead. NIC cards. Firewall, switch. IP, PCs. Very nice. Cables. Yes, guys, each and every question that I'm asking you is very, very useful. So that's the reason why I'm asking you to respond. Okay, what you said is perfectly right. So there are many things in the network. So let's take a small one. Let's say you take anything. You take anything like a printer, for example. Chiti, can you say printer is a client or a server? Can anyone say that? Some people say client and some people say server. Okay. And you say hub or switch. Is a client or server? We don't know. Some people say client and some people say server. So, kyun bhai itna? Right? So guys, okay. Now, instead of calling it as client or a server, can we call entire thing in the network, each and every component, we call it as a device? Isn't it a good idea to call it as a device? है ना? If someone asks you, अरे चिचा, printer क्या है? Client or server? So instead of saying you client or server, can you call printer is a device in the network? Yeah. Hub is a device in the network? Yes. Firewall is a device in the network? Yes. उस पे छोड़ दो भाई. अर्थमవుతుందా? समझ में आ रहा? Right? So call it as device. You say, yeah, it's a device. Simple, we call it as C. Device. So device can be either sorry, a client or a server. Got it? So we can call it as in the entire network, we can easily call it as device. It can be either a client or a server. Getting it, guys? Smooth as butter? Guys, slowly, aram se. Non-IT cities. Okay, na? Okay, nice, good. Aram se. No need to hurry. Okay, so device can be either a client or a server. What all we have discussed till now, Chiti? So we discuss about what is client and what is server. Simple. What is client? Client meaning which request a resource, and what is server, which respond to that for that resource. Simple. And I said that the client and server, they both should be inside the network in order to communicate with each other. And I also said that in network there are many components, and each components we call it as a device instead of calling it as a client or a server. Okay, now we understood what is client, we understood what is server, and we understood what is device. Nice. So do you remember there are different type of client server architectures? Do you know what are those? Experienced people? Hmm. Anyone? Yes. So we have something called 1 tier, 2 tier, and then 3 tier. 1 tier, 2 tier, and 3 tier. Each and every basics that I'm talking about will be useful in coming days. Guys, please concentrate. Right? We have three types of architectures: 1 tier, 2 tier, and then 3 tier. And what is this 1 tier and 2 tier and 3 tier? Let's take it one by one now. So what is 1 tier architecture, Chiti? 1 tier architecture. So 1 tier architecture meaning, guys, as the name said, only one. As the name said, 1 tier architecture meaning only one. You have only one component there. You have only one component. Let me take in a best example. You have your own laptop, Chiti. You have your own laptop. Okay, a developer, what he did is he has developed and he has put his website. He has developed entire website in his laptop. He has developed entire his application or website in his laptop. So guys, as it is in the laptop, as it is deployed or hosted inside the laptop, can you tell me, can someone can access his website which is inside the laptop, in his personal laptop? What is your answers? Everyone, answer it. Answer it, guys. I'm triggering your brains. Answer it. Can anyone? Is there any use that he has developed the website if no one is accessing it? Is there any use? No use, na? No use, na, guys. No use. Right? So if it is called it as local host. Local host. So local host meaning website is local to that guy only, to that laptop only, to that device only, to this device only. So guys, in his laptop, he has his own browser, na? In his laptop, he has his own browser, na? Can he open his website inside in the laptop in his browser? Answer that. Huh. Everyone, right? Yes. Yes, right? So he can access the website within the laptop. Within the laptop. So the laptop itself is requesting and laptop itself is responding. Laptop itself is requesting and laptop itself is responding. So this this itself will behave as client as in server both in the same component. So this will act as the same box act as a client and same box act as a server. See, is this kind of architecture is useful in nowadays in our industry? You only tell me. I want answers from everyone. Everyone, Chitti, please. No, na? Purely no, na? Ledu kada? nahi hai na? So, do you all agree that one tire is dhamal? It's gone. It's gone. Na? It's gone. So we are not. We cannot use until unless if you are using your own laptop and then developing something and you want to access everything in your laptop, then in that case one tier architecture is. But in the industry, if everyone want to access, if you want to give services to the customer, one tier is definitely. This is olden days, yeah. In mainframes on olden days, in one tier architecture is getting used. So nowadays, no one tier at all. So now let's jump to what is the next one? What is the next one? Yes, two-tier architecture. Let's see what is this two-tier architecture. See, how many tiers are there here? I'm asking in two-tier architecture, how many tiers? Two tiers are there. So what are the two layers? We call it as two layers. And that we call it as one is client layer. And then other one we call it as server layer. See, what are the two layers we have? What are the two layers that we have? Client layer and then server layer. Client layer and server layer. Client layer and server layer. In two-tier architecture, we have two layers. Those are client layer and server layer. Good. So now, for example, guys, you have put your own website. Okay, let's say we have the server here. Okay, on the server layer, we have a server here. We have a server. Okay, today we have the server here. Server meaning, does it has its own hardware? Does it have its own operating system? Yes, no. So here we have its own hardware and its own operating system. Good. Simple, slowly, arams. Right? Okay. So now, can I put my application here? Can I put my application on the server? Application is nothing but it's a website or whichever it is application. Yes, na? Chiti. Non-IT. Yes, na? So I have it. So now I have put my application here and now I have aired. That meaning I have put it in the internet. That meaning, guys, if now Google, we have a Google. Google application will also be on particular server, na? Yes or no? Yahoo website will be also in particular server, na? Like this for each and every application will be on the server. And now we have the Google page. Do we need to really worry about how many people are using Google on the clients? Client is browsers itself. Do we need to worry about how many people are using our application? No need, na. If you put it in the web, if you put it in the internet, everyone will be able to access it. Do we count it? Okay, Shravani has accessed it. Sheetal has accessed it. Manohar has accessed it. Kalimba has accessed it. Do we really count it like this? No, no need. So we have so many browsers. Client meaning client layer meaning. Can I take an example as a browser? These are all the clients. Do we need to really worry about all these clients? Chiti, yes or no? Do we need to really worry about all these clients? No, no, no. Experienced people, I get your point. Because let's wait until to go to that level. Huh? So I'm just taking slowly one step by step. Agree? Right? Yeah. So we no need to worry about it. So what does this clients will do? What does the client will do? The client meaning, Chiti, client meaning here I'm talking about browser. What is the example that I took? Browsers only, na? The client meaning browsers only, na? Let's take that time. Which sends the request? Yes. So here, all these clients are connected to the server. Yes or no? All these clients will be connected to the server. See? there will be so many clients which will connect into the server. Okay. So for that reason, I said we no need to worry about the clients because clients anyways will be connected to our server. And let's come here on the server side, Chiti. Chiti, can you tell me this is the server? Server meaning it has its own hardware, na? Okay, tell me, can I say that it has 4 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and let's say 20 GB hard disk configuration? Every laptop, whenever you go to your wherever you go to your something, that you will get all the configurations. Na? For the server also, there will be configuration like 4 GB RAM, 2 CPUs, and all these things. Okay, good. We have 4 GB RAM here, and we have put it application. Guys, if your application, their application will be developed in different languages. Na? Can you tell me which the languages that you know? That meaning just name. Your application can be developed in .NET. Your application can be developed in Java, right? Your application can be developed in Python. Your application can be developed in C Sharp, etc., Angular, many things. It's up to you. Whichever that you know, it's up to you. Okay, now Chiti, tell me, if you have application, don't you need a database? Database? Chiti, everyone. Don't you need database? Definitely, yes, we need to have a database also, na? Right? Don't worry, what is database? We'll talk about in coming days. But database is nothing but where you store the data. So we'll have a database. Can you give me a few examples of database? MySQL, right? Oracle, MS SQL. We have so many different kind of databases we have in the market. What does the application will do, Chiti? Application will go and connect to the database like this, and then we'll retrieve the data. No, application is different and database is different. Hold on, Rahul, please hold on. So this is how we put it in, guys. How much RAM that the server has, everyone? How much RAM that server has? 4 GB, right? So in this 4 GB, application is saying that, oi, operating system, hello, operating system, I am application, give me 2 GB RAM. Khabardar. Everyone, I'm the one who is accessing it. Give me 2 GB RAM. And database will keep quiet. And database will also say that, Are bhai, give me 2 GB RAM. Operating system, give me also 2 GB RAM. The operating system is giving 2 GB RAM for application and also 2 GB for database. What does it contain? इसको कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा, कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा. Guys, does operating system will give complete RAM to these two guys, two components here? No. Operating system will say that, अरे मुझे कुछ ना दो भाई, ना कोई वन को दिगा, right? So it will keep its own 2 GB RAM here. If it is keeping still 2 GB RAM here, but definitely it will give here 1 and 1 here. That will be sufficient for them? No. And whenever it is not sufficient, what will happen? Guys, you are brothers and sisters, right? You have your own brother and you have your own sister, right? What will happen? So if your parents give something to you, well, let's say you have only one chocolate or some teddy bear. What your sister will do with you? What will happen? Fight. Here also the same thing will happen. So there will be a big fight happening between these two for the resources. Big fight will happen. Application say, "Arey bhai, give me 2 GB RAM," and database will say, "Arey, give me 2 GB RAM," and operating system, aap do log, like, you two take something and I'll completely shut down the system, right? So guys, whenever the fight is happening, what is the end result to the customer? What will happen if the fight happens? What will happen if the fight is happening here? Tell me. Yes, slow. Use your own words. Tell me. Crash. Hang. Inka. Bad performance. Right? Yes, na? Yeah, breakdown, unreachable, unstoppable. Is that gone? Okay, I don't know. Right? So yes, loading. Tick, 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 tick. So guys, all these things will come. You are now understood, guys, why the website will be slow, why the website will crash, why this all of a sudden sometimes when you're booking the tickets in IRCTC, product is gone. Why sometimes all your favorite websites will go down. Why all of a sudden Google will go down due to in the back end, due to heavy traffic and due to lack of resources in the backend. Chiti, now you're getting it slowly, right? Understand the logic behind it? Yes. So now you tell me, is it good to keep application and database in the same server? Same server? You only answer that. आप बोलो बोलो भाई हैदराबादिया कहाँ है जी तुम लोग हाँ no definitely no definitely no it is not at all recommended to keep application and database in the same machine. Okay, if you want to keep it. If you want to keep it. But what will happen? All these things will happen. If you want to keep it, if you say that no, sir, my dekungi, right, I will keep like this only. Then yes, go ahead, put it, and you face all these kind of problems. Okay, so guys, is it good? Yeah. So is it good to have this kind of architecture in production environment? Okay, by the way, if you don't know what is production environment, let me give a small thing here. What is production? You guys are all play PUBG, na? Is it still available or banned? I never played it, but I'm just asking. Okay, PUBG. So you guys are playing PUBG. I remember. So okay, so in this PUBG, do you all agree that whenever you're playing PUBG, this will get connected to the PUBG server? Do you all agree? Huh? Yes. All kind of weapons. Huh? All these. When I talk about PUBG, I still remember. I don't know much about PUBG. I never played. 1 year back, when I went to my my sister's house, and all of a sudden in the midnight, someone is shouting. That is, I'm dying. Someone is killing me. Help me. It's like, it's shouting. I got scared up. Like, I got scared. Arey, kisko kya mar raha hai bhai? Kya chal raha? Like, when I went to hall, and my sister's kid, he's completely inside the blanket, and he's shouting. And I thought like that's a nightmare. And I slowly, I'm telling her, hold on, don't worry. And when I opened his blanket, he's on the phone, and he's saying that someone is killing me. Huh? I killed him. I gave a good slap. Right? So yeah. Anyway, so the thing is here. So all these weapons, etc., all the application will be here. Guys, let's say all of a sudden you need to get a very design has to be changed, or some new weapon has to be added by the guys. Who will develop? Developer will develop all this application, na? Developer will develop all this application, right? And now developer wants to put a new weapon here in the PUBG. You tell me, Is it good that developer put directly in this server which you guys are accessing, customers are accessing that server? Is that good directly to put that? Is that good that developer directly put all the code in your PUBG live server? If something went wrong, what will happen? The server will go down and you lose the connection. You lose the connection. You lose the connection. So for that reason only, it's not recommended to put the entire code directly on your live server. And this is called production environment. The one which this is called prod or production environment. So if the customer are using the servers directly, those are called production environment. So which is better? It is always better that developer tests everything in a test environment, and once everything is succeeded, then it will be put into the production environment. And this is called test environment or QA environment, whichever it is. Today. Or sandbox or whichever it is. Yeah. So development purpose. Okay, now can you tell me this kind of environment is good for production environment or your testing environment or your development environment? Which this one used for your test purpose or developer purpose, but is it good for production environment? It's a big no for production. See, guys, do you all understand what is the difference between production environment, test environment, and then why this kind of architecture is not good for production environment now? Non-IT? Put non-IT CC. Yeah, non-IT CC. Yes, put non-IT CC. If you are good, then everything will be good. Yes, na? Nice, na? Understood, na? So do you all agree? It is clear that two-tier architecture? Yes, this two-tier. Okay, now you tell me, Chitti. Now, okay, now here, for example, we have here Manohar. So Manohar is working in my team and I'm the manager. And I have given him something to work. For that, he said that, Riya sir, I need one machine for application server. I need one machine for database server. I need one machine for testing purpose. I need one machine for dev environment. Guys, the manager will give these many machines to do some do some POC. POC meaning proof of concept. Eh? Tell me, the manager will give these many servers? No, the manager will say that, Arey, Manohar bhai, I'll give only server. पूरा उसमें डाल दो. पूरा उसमें डाल दो. Install, put application there itself, database there itself, everything there itself. In case he asks, he'll give left and right. Yeah. Right? Understood. So they don't give these many machines. Everything we should keep it. But and that kind of environment, it is used for testing purpose or POC purpose. In that case, this two-tier architecture will chalta. Two-tier architecture easily chalta. For testing purpose or POC purpose. Is it good for production to give it to the customer? Definitely no. Right? Okay. Now it is very clear that to everyone, it is very clear to everyone that, okay, now can you please answer this, guys? In two-tier architecture, how many layers are there? 3 questions. 2 layers. What are those? Client layer and server layer. Very good. Do we need to really worry about the client layer? Definitely no. In the server layer, in two-tier architecture, what do? We keep application in the database in the same machine. Yes or no in two-tier architecture? Yes. But do you recommend to put like that? No. So if the application and the database are in the same machine, what will happen? Yes, your performance will get degraded. Super, super. You should be like this, right? Guys, I'm telling you, you no need to even do the revisions. I will directly inject in your brains directly. Okay, you don't need to even write it. You know it. It's up to you to write. I'll just put everything in your brains. So now we are done with two-tier architecture, and we saw, and also, GT, I see. Okay, now this is it secure? This two-tier environment is secure. It is less secure. It is less secure. Why? It is less secure. Why? Because guys, let's say for example here, if any Buchi comes, Buchi meaning here what? Hacker. If any hacker comes, your application, your database data, gonna, whatever you keep everything in that machine, it's gonna, right? So guys, you are giving the hacker a one-stop shopping, right? Everything look like Sala, right? Everything khatam, right? So it is not at all even, yeah, it is not even recommended to keep everything on in one machine. On the security side also, it's a big security breach. It's a big security breach. Yeah, one-stop shopping for hackers. Yes. Okay, so how to stop these people and how to make our environment secure? And now let's talk about our three-tier architecture. Three-tier architecture. Ab aayega. Everything we will tell slowly, but only slowly. Slowly we'll go. So guys, in three-tier architecture, we have 3 layers. How many layers, Chiti? We have how many layers? 3 layers. So we call it as client layer. We call it as application layer. And we call it as database layer. Call it as database layer. So, and some people, these are also call it as different with the different names. And we call it as presentation layer. The client layer is also called as presentation layer. And this is called business logic layer. And this is also called it as data layer. Developers will ask this. Yeah. Developers usually share these kind of words. Okay. So we have 3 types of different layers: client layer, application layer, and database layer. Guys, do you see the difference between 2-tier architecture and then here 3-tier? In 2-tier, we have client layer and server layer. That's it. But here, what we do? What we did? We have segregated application layer and then database layer separately now. Right? So here, see, Chiti, this is the application layer. This is the application, and this is the database. Okay. So I like to be very perfect today. So that's why. So these are the servers, and they have their own hardware, and they have their own stuff. Okay. See. So this is a hardware. You have hardware, and on top of it, you have OS. I'll tell you one joke on OS later. Remind me. Okay, so we have segregated here, guys. What we did, we segregated, we put our application over here. We put application over here, and then we put the database here separately. Do you all agree? As we have separated, it has its own capacity, configuration, 4 GB RAM. It has its own 4 GB RAM, and it has also bloody its own 4 GB RAM. See, guys, how interestingly we are segregating the layers here. So we have separated application layer and then database layer. And as I said clearly, this application can be developed in .NET, Java, Bush, etc. Whatever. And here database meaning you can put whichever it is, MS SQL or whichever it is. Okay. Nice. So this is our application server. Yes. How? Yes, guys. There is a question here. In two-tier architecture, we had only 4 GB RAM, sir. But can I increase to 8 GB RAM? Increase it. No issues. Increase it. But for how long do you increase it? You can increase to 8 GB or 16 GB, 32, 64. After that? After that? Mushkil, na? Vijaya, it's gone. So now here we have this, we know, guys, okay, I talk about application server. This is a perfect interview question, Chiti. This is a perfect interview question. If someone asks you what is application server, what do you do? What do you tell, Chiti? What is application server? Certification question. I mean, sorry, interview question. What is application server? If someone asking you what is application server, what do you say? I'll tell you in very simple way. See, simple. The server which has application hosted is called application server. Simple. Where our application is installed, that is called application server. And what is database server, Chiti? What is database server? Abba? Right. The server which has databases installed, or the server which stores the data is called the database server. Fantastic. Fantastic. So guys, we are architecting on the server side, but definitely we also need to have a client side also, na, in the presentation layer. We have so many clients now, but of course, why I didn't speak about it? Because do we need to worry about these clients? Chiti, do we need to worry about these clients? Definitely no need. So, but it's my job to put all the clients over here. Hold on. So all the clients. So these are all the clients. Client meaning all these are all called what? Browsers. I'm talking about the browser. These are all the browsers. Okay. So today, now all these clients will be connected to where? All these clients will be connected to application server. Yes or no? Yes. All these clients are connected to yes. All these other clients are connected to the application server. Good. All the clients are connected to the application server, and application server will get connected to the database server. And database server will respond back to with the data. City, yes. Getting the architecture, you will become the architect soon. Okay. Now, question here is for you here is, guys, today, do you all agree that every machine will have its own? Okay. How do these two guys will identify each other? So how does this application server will connect to the database server? Excellent, guys. IP address. Everyone write down. What is that? IP address. So do you all agree that each and every machine will have its own IP address and then host name also? Right? IP address and host name. Every machine will have its own IP address and then host name. Today. So what is, okay, now can I say, how do they communicate with each other? So can I call it as hosts or can I call it as devices? Okay, devices communicate with each other in the network with the, what is your answer? With the devices communicate with each other in the network with the, yes, IP address. Fantastic, fantastic. So devices communicate. How does, so there will be an entry question. So how does the devices communicate with each other in the network? Then what is your answer? Devices communicate with each other in the network with the IP and host name. IP and host name. And you might get a doubt, sir, what is IP address? Chiti, what is IP address? Chapandi? Bolo? Huh? Yes. So IP address is nothing but, of course, it is an internet protocol. Guys, how do we have names? Like, okay, do we have all other cards? Yes, no? We all have other card. These other cards are unique or not? Yes, it's in unique, right? So I call it as Sachin. There might be multiple Sachins. Sachin is like a host name. He's a name. And there might be multiple host names. Like, so, but if I call him as a Sachin and Aadhaar card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then he will respond. Right? So for each and every machine also in the network, it will be identified with the IP address. It's an unique IP address. It's like an Aadhaar card. So IP meaning Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol. What is IP? IP is a unique identifier for a device in the network. Guys, you should answer with the same style that I'm teaching you here. So what is IP address? What do you say? If anyone asks you IP address, what do you say? It's an unique identifier for a device in the network. What is host name? Host name. It's simply the name of the server. What is that, Chiti? Everyone? Name of the server is called the host name. Getting it? Is this clear till here, everyone? CC? CC? Everyone? Everyone? Chiti, your hands will not pain. Please press CC 2 times. Other people, those who are just watching. You are smooth. Yes. Yes, it's always good to have the host name should also be unique. Yes. Host name, Bhushan. CC meaning cluster clear. Clear. If you are clear, put CC. So Bhushan, example of host name meaning name. Bhushan is an host name, is a name. Anurag is a name. Right? Yes. So guys, now question for you here. Yes. Question for you here. Very important question. See. All the clients are connected to where? All the clients are connected to application server. All the clients are connected to the application. What does the application server contain? Your code, na? Your code. Application server contain the code. Okay. So all the clients are directly connected to the application server. So now you tell me, application server should be in public or private network? Application server should be in public or private? Answer it. Okay, you said public. Chiti, if the application server is in public, you have your entire code there. Is it good to make this application server public? Then, okay. Then you said, then you're saying private, kada? Okay. If it is private, can clients can connect to the application server which is in the private subnet? No. Then you said it should not be in the public, and you said you should not be in the, if it is in private, people cannot connect it. Then experience it is, I need your answers. And by the way, first question, experienced people, isn't it also a good thing to learn all these things? Without knowing all these things, can we go forward? Can you please back up me, please? Is it good to learn all these things? Experienced people, is it good to learn all these things? See, right? Even the experienced people need to know more all about all these things, right? Yes. Good. Now tell me, guys, what is your answer? Application server, it cannot be in. Uh, Thank you, Sam Sundar. So application server cannot be in the public because the code will be export, and it definitely it should be in private. But how do you connect it from the client? Okay, now let's say, guys, do you all agree that the application server should be in private? Do you all agree? Yes. And database server, definitely it should be in private for sure. Yeah. Then how? How? Elaga. Hmm? No. No. Are bhai, we haven't got any the word called cloud yet. I'm just talking about something. Yeah. Okay. So how to answer this? So guys, definitely this application server should be inside the private. So now what we can do is, so as it is in private, clients cannot able to connect to the application server because it is in private. So there should be someone who should be exposing to the client, and that guy is this. And that guy is none other than Mr. Web server. What is that? Well, let's not get the load balancer. I'll talk about it in coming days. For now, call it as web server. What is that, guys? Everyone write down web server. So this web server definitely will be in the public. And what does this web server will do? Guys, web server is like a traffic constable. That's it. What it does, it takes the requests. It takes the request and redirect to the application server. This is what it does. What it does, it takes the request and it redirect to the application server. Do we have any code inside this web server? No code. No code. Only configurations. Only configuration. So if someone hack our web server also, usko kuch bhi nahi. Nothing will happen. So this web server will redirect to the application server. So guys, this is a perfect interview question. If someone asks you what is web server, what is your answer, Chiti? What is your answer? So what you should say, which takes the request and redirect to the application server. This is the web server. See guys, how nicely you're learning slowly many things here. Yes or no? Huh? Slowly, aram se. Guys, continue. Just continue. Okay. So guys here, can you give me a few examples of this web server? Have you heard about Apache? Have you heard about Nginx? Have you heard about HTTPD? These are all as web servers. And here We heard about Tomcat, IAS. There are many things like this. So guys, don't worry about all these words. These are all just a softwares. Okay, these are all just a softwares. Guys, do you all understand here till here, everyone? So how we can architect? So can you tell me, is it good for production environment? This one? Definitely yes. So guys, all these good things that we'll be doing in coming days, all this part we'll be taking care of it. See how nice is this? Okay now. So this is definitely good for production. I'm writing it here. Good for prods. Good for prod. Right? Is this clear till here, everyone? See? Now you can say that. Now you can say that, sir, what, sir? You said 3-tier architecture. Now I have one, including web server, I have 4. Right? 4. So is it 4-tier architecture? No. It is good to call it as now entire architecture. Because guys, based on your security, we can still go ahead and add many things. So it doesn't mean that it's a 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 type of architectures. No, it is entire architecture. Continue. Harmanjot Singh. Continue. Just continue. You'll get the recordings. Understood, guys? Superb now. So now you clearly understood. Now, guys, fatafat. Here. Concentrate. Okay, I'll leave you soon. So see here. Okay. So what is client? What is client? Answer it. Everyone should answer, please. What is client? Which request a resource? Very good. And what is server? Which respond to that particular resource. Very good. How many clients, how many tiers architectures are there? 3 tiers. What are those? 1, 2, 3 tier. Very good. So which one is completely gone? Kafan karke dafan kar diya. 1 tier architecture is gone. So which one is good for testing environment, or which one is good for this 2-tier architecture, right? In 2-tier architecture, do you all agree that 2-tier architecture, we have application and database in the same machine? Yes. Is that recommended to have? Is it recommended to do that? Definitely no. So what will happen if you have application server and database server in the same machine? What will happen? Yes, it will crash, hang, slow, everything will happen. So which architecture do you recommend all the time? 3-tier architecture. In 3-tier architecture, how many layers are there? 3 layers. What are those? Client layer, application layer, and database layer. Very good. So do you all agree that it is better always to separate application and database servers? Yes. 2 host machines or 2 devices communicate with each other with what? Using IP address or host names. What is an IP address? What is IP address? It's a unique identifier for a device in the network. What is the host name? Name of the server is called the host name. Is it good to have the application server in public? No. So what do you recommend? Application server, database server should always be in public or private? Private. But if it is in private, can your clients will connect to your private machines? No. What is the concept that you can implement here? Web server. What does the web server? Does the web server contain any code? No code. What does the web server will do? It takes the request and redirect to the application server. City. Did you make notes? Huh? Tell me. Is it in brains or not? Is it injected or not? I will inject this bloody like this, the entire AWS course. Entire AWS course. Entire AWS course will be injected like this. Aram se, slow se. Right? No hurries. No hurries. Until you say CC, I don't go forward. Very nice. So superb that we have discussed till here. So now what is the main process? So what we're going to do is now, guys, tomorrow, So don't leave the class. Sugar patient, there will be few sugar patients. Sugar patient, they will leave. Hold on. Right. So hold on. So here, guys, now we have learned on the backend part. Backend part. But the thing is here, whenever you open the browser, Chiti, see here. Whenever you open the browser, you type google.com. Tell me honestly, Chiti, have you ever thought what is happening in the backend before you get Google page in your browser? What is happening in the backend? Tell me honestly. We always think one thing. If the Google is not coming in 1 second, sorry, that guy, this guy, that mummy, this mummy, and we started scolding. That is slow, that is slow, internet is not working and all. But we have never thought what is happening in the backend, how we are getting the Google page here on our browsers. It is now Google page. Later, when you join your company, it is your page. Who knows? It is your page that the customer is not able to access it, that you are handling it. How to troubleshoot it? What is the things that happening in the backend? Are bhai, what is happening from here? From client, how it is getting connected to here, this part. Here part. Getting it? You understood what I'm saying? So guys, what we do is, guys, tomorrow, what is happening in the backend from here to here, I will cover some networking topics nicely, very funnily. Right? So what is happening in the backend? Kya ho raha idhar? We'll see tomorrow. Okay. So OS joke, huh? Don't leave. No. I'll tell sometime later, huh? Not now. Okay. So guys, what is okay? I'm open for your questions. The class timings. Class timings is 11 to 12:30, 1.5 hour. Depend upon the topic. It can be 12:15 also or 12:30 also. So 11 to 12:30 every day. Next, can any graduate student become? Yes, everyone can learn. Everyone can learn AWS, and for everyone it is must AWS nowadays. Linux, if you opt my course, guys, I heard that you guys are already registered. Many people. So those who have registered my course, Linux course is also free from other trainer. Recordings, you will get it soon. AWS is best. I already covered yesterday. After my Aramali, Deepika. After my course, you can bloody complete associate all three, not practitioner. Practitioner within 10 days you can complete. Practitioner is Jujube. What is public and private? Public meaning if you are having nice coffee outside, Vamsi, and everyone are watching you and saying hi. That is public. What is private? When you are in your own bedroom or in your inside rooms. That is private. No one is watching you. No prerequisites. Can I get certified AWS? Of course, after this course, you are eligible to write certification. Next, can we get recording sessions as well? Yes, for a few days you will get it. Guys, my course is really on demand. So please go ahead and then register. I'm not telling it for joke. So go ahead and then quickly go ahead and register. Yes, PPTs definitely I'll get, not now because the batch has to be settled. Then I'll share all my PPTs. Certification, about cost about certification, we'll talk about that later. Certification is not mandatory, but it is good. It will be value added to your profile and you will get easily hired. Can you people ask for clearing associate certification? Yes, of course. After my course, you can clear it and then I'll help you on it. Any other timings or batch you're taking long and there are timing issues? Yes, my batch, there will be a huge waiting time. Yes or no? Those who are waiting for a few months. Guys, yes or no? There will be a very good waiting period, please. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Don't miss the class. Just spend 1.5 hours with me. Right? Yeah. Guys, and if at all you really want to talk to me personally, and I'm giving you my mail ID. That is my mail ID. So you can mail me if you have any concerns or if you have any personal talk. And so don't ask me, sir, where do you stay? Which place? Are you married or not? Do you have that or not? Apart from this. How different are AWS developers? And yesterday, Ashish, I have discussed that yesterday. But when time comes, I'll talk about that, Ashish. Otherwise, you will get a recording on it. Yesterday, you can see. Classes from Monday to Friday, and Saturday also. Do you teach DevOps? You're asking Telugu master to teach English, maths. Vipin, I'm here to teach AWS. DevOps is from other trainer. It's Ymail only. It's Ymail only, not Gmail. Any more questions? Don't leave. Don't leave, because these questions will be useful for you also. You need to ask the questions again and again. My class, my how to register. You will get an emails, or you can check my with the management. Hold on. Not wait. You still go ahead, see and demo. Tomorrow also we have demo. Please check 1 or 2 times, and then if you're good, if I'm good for you, and I hope I'm the best here for you, and you can go ahead. But you will get the links and all. Yeah. Linux is free for you. Yes. How can I get place after AWS? How many? If you need placement assessment, management is there. I'm here to teach, but you can easily crack the interviews. Any other batches are timing before? No, this is the only 11 p.m. to 12. Yeah. Python is required. First learn AWS, then you can think about Python later. You are genius. Thank you. You guys are also too genius. That's why you are here. You are genius. That's the reason why you are here with Ria sir. You have chosen me. Thank you for that. So guys, I'm telling you again and again, wherever you go, get the right boom trainer. Don't waste your money. And here Naresh IT bloody, you'll get it for 8K, I think. Guys, you only tell me in different places how much is the cost. Yeah, in Hyderabad, in Chennai, or in US. People tell me 50,000, 80,000 in US. It is lakhs. In Africa, it is lakhs. Okay. In Bangalore, it is 25K, right? Naresh IT is the best, I'm telling you. 30K. Yeah. Guys, you are the safest and believe me. Thank you, Anjan. I think you are my old guy. Yes, it will be covered RDS. Timings for Linux, you can check with the other with the management. Do we need to learn Python? Not now. Not now. Rahul saying, please don't all these things, but they check. There, Ria sir is not there. Ria sir is here. Offline, online is the best with Ria sir. You will guys, you will get for 1,000, 2,000 also. Go get and you get the see how it is there. See the concept, see the technical. People read and tell. But here I'm bloody real time. And also I work all the time. Yeah. Good. Did I answer all your questions? You're free to go here and there and get the all kind of demos and finally choose the best. Okay. And those who are with me, those guys are lucky people. Excellent. So, yes, definitely. Yes. Superb guys. Superb guys. Excellent. So, definitely, I'll do the recap again tomorrow. Okay. Don't worry. We'll do a recap tomorrow again. Okay. Sir, I'm waiting for your batch for 2 months ahead. Can I? That is, yeah. Recordings, please check with the management. I cannot comment on it. So yeah. Great. So I think Linux will teach by you guys. Whatever the Linux commands that we are getting here in AWS, that I'll teach. But if you really need, if you really need a Linux separate course, that is free for you. That you can join in with some other trainer, which is free for you completely. Linux is required for AWS. Good question. It is recommended. But in my course, I'll use Linux mostly. Okay. So that here also you learn something good. We'll use Windows as well as Linux. Okay, great. So guys, I think most of the questions are covered here, but still every day I'll take all your questions. For now, tomorrow, it will be a very, very important topic because tomorrow, guys, we'll be talking about networking. Please don't dare to miss it. If you miss something, it is always good to create to know networking topics also. No CCA required, Chicha. No CCA required. Yeah, just come with plenty. Empty minded here. I'll push everything for you. Okay, nice. So, guys, don't miss the class tomorrow. Can you give the final CC for today? CC with smile. Smile. If don't forget the smile, please. Huh? Smile is always good for your health. 50 days. Nice. See how nice you guys are. Excellent. That is all, guys, for today. Then I'll see you tomorrow with the next beautiful topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow.